So I'm going to go over Eli Review for you right now. I am going to go over this for both of the sections of the class. So if I'm looking at one of the sections and it's not yours, don't worry, it's the same process, okay? And then I will put the course code for each section into our Nectar chat. Um, but with this video, but you are all enrolled in Eli Review, so you should be able to access it. But I got some feedback from some students that they were not able to access it from the home page, the link on the home page, which is right here. So this is part of GauchoSpace, the learning management system. So you should be able to access our course through this link. But if for some reason you're not, try and use the course code, okay? And that should allow you entrance into Eli Review, where you can access the assignments. If you still have trouble, then just message me on Nectar and I'll walk you through. Please don't wait until Sunday night to check this out because I won't be responding on Sunday night. Okay, so make sure you investigate this early this week, before Friday. Okay. Yes, Eli Review is a great platform and I really like it a lot. My students have really liked it a lot. I think that it's more comprehensive so that when you submit your draft, it's right there. And then when you do peer review, which you'll be doing next week by Wednesday, and your revision plan, which you'll be doing next week by, let me look at my thing, drum roll, please. Revision plan is due on Friday. That all is encompassed through this one platform. So I think that is both more comprehensive and more comprehensible for students, okay? So hopefully that will be helpful for you. So when you get into the course, you will see a task that looks like this for your self-study draft, okay? It's due by midnight Sunday, October 25th. Please note that it says October 26th here at 12 a.m., but that actually is midnight on Sunday. But the way that the course does it is just this way instead. So due by midnight Sunday, October 25th. You will not upload your document. You will copy and paste your document or into Eli Review, okay, which is right here, all right? And you can also import your file, all right? Like this, okay, which I just clicked on it and nothing's happening, but you can do that. It'll access it when you do it. It also, they give you tips on preserving your text formatting if you copy and paste from your document, okay? So make sure that when you compose your response in here and you put your text in here, that it comes out properly formatted, okay? That is important. If it's not looking right, then you want to do it again and figure it out until it does look right, okay? So you could click on here and get some different tips, best practices for pasting text into Eli Review, okay? And this gives you some different options, all right? So here we have, I give you sort of some different requirements for the draft. And then right down here, I include the original assignment just for you to have here. But here is, this chunk right here is what you'll need for your draft, okay? The essay draft should be at like 3 to 4 pages, at least 3 full pages, 3 to 4 pages, okay? You need to include at least 2 in-text citation in the form of direct quotes or paraphrasing. and you need to include at least a rudimentary works cited or list of sources. So this, you're already doing this in your assignments this week by Friday, so in your discussion forums. So you should have this material already, okay? You will not turn in your reflective process letter with your draft. That's something that you'll do next week, okay? This is solely the draft for the self-study. Multimedia projects are going to be a little bit different than essays in what constitutes a first draft. So I suggest a 1 to 2 paragraph description, full paragraph, not single sentence, of your concept and your main idea, which it would include sort of your thesis statement or your driving concepts, right? And then an outline of the full project. So you don't have to write a full speech. You don't have to write, the full text of what you're planning on saying, but you can sort of bullet point it out. For essay drafts, please don't bullet point. Okay, it's a draft, not an outline. But for a multimedia project, if you have your project description and then you have sort of an outline or bullet points of what you're planning on doing within the medium that you're working with, okay? And then that will also include potential source material that you're going to be using, like your quotes, okay, that you're planning on utilizing and how you're going to use them. And maybe a sample of the project, like a 1 to 2 minute video or an audio clip. And of course, you still need a works cited, okay? So essentially the same material, just in different mediums. And basically, valid drafts are of sufficient length and content that a reviewer will be able to give substantive feedback, okay? So you need to be providing a draft where someone else can look at it and give you feedback, right? So if you have, a hastily written thing that you wrote at the last minute and it's a scanty 1.5 pages, that is not going to be an acceptable draft, right? So the way that I grade drafts is basically on, did you turn it in on time? Because we need to turn it over for your peer review, so you need to turn it in on time. And did you adhere to the requirements of the draft, right? And that's pretty much what I grade your draft on. All right, it's not so much, I don't grade your draft so much on, is it perfect? It can be a shitty first draft, right? But it needs to be legible. You need to have your ideas. You need to have everything composed enough that someone else can give you good feedback, okay? If you are doing a multimedia project, you will paste your descriptive text down here in your outline, however you want to do that. And then I suggest you put a link to where your sample could be viewed, right? Whether that's a Google Drive folder or a Google Doc or a YouTube link or some type of MP3 or 4. So if you're unsure how to do that, just contact me before the end of day Friday to let me know, okay? And that's pretty much it for the drafts. Now, next week, on Sunday, after you do your draft and upload your draft, then on Monday morning, I will assign you peer review groups. I cannot assign peer review groups until the self-study draft I got lost there. I cannot assign your peer review until you have actually submitted your self-study drafts, okay? So once you do that, I will assign you your peer review groups. You will be doing 2 peer reviews per person, okay? I wanted to try and get your peer reviewers and your feedback conferences to be the same people, but it's just too complicated in terms of assigning things. So you will likely have a different peer reviewer group than you do for your feedback conferences, but you just get more points of view, okay, and perspectives on your pieces. Additionally, you will see on Monday, you will see a revision plan, which is due on Friday, okay? And that is really it for Eli Review. If you have any other questions, again, just message me on Nectar. If you have a question, it's likely someone else has the same question. So please ask me the questions that you have. And I really look forward to reading all of your drafts. Okay, have a great week.